This is CBS 8 News Live at noon.
And good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
And I'm Evan Irani. We're working for you to get everything you need to know about this primary election that took place yesterday. We, of course, have the latest numbers and projected winners of who will move on to the November election.
We are tracking a number of races, including some impacting South Bay voters. So there are two races for the 80th Assembly District, one to fill the remaining term. Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez left when she resigned. So here's a look at those numbers. 56% for David Alvarez, and then 44% for Georgette Gomez, about 3,000 votes in between them. But here's what's interesting. The other race is to fill the next two-year term for the 80th Assembly District, and Georgette Gomez has 35% and David Alvarez closely trailing behind at only 32%.
There we go, some close races, and the race for Chula Vista's next mayor is also being narrowed down to two candidates who will face off in the November election. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal is at the Registrar of Voters with those latest developments.
It's still close, so we're still waiting for those final numbers to come in. But as you mentioned, that 80th district has some interesting results. But let's focus first on the Chula Vista mayoral race, because as you mentioned, the top two candidates out of the 6 candidates that were running will move forward to run off against each other in November. So right now, John McCann, a city council member in Chula Vista, is in first place. I had a chance to talk to him this morning, and here's what he said. Take a listen.
What was your reaction when you saw the results coming in and realized that you were the front runner?
I was very appreciative and thankful to the voters of Chula Vista. I've dedicated almost 40 years of my life engaged in serving the city of Chula Vista.
And McCann sits at 31% of the vote. It appears that his opponent in November will be Campa-Najjar, who so far is just slightly ahead of Jill Galvez by just a small margin. Now, Campa-Najjar, a newcomer to Chula Vista politics, who says he's going to bring fresh ideas, whereas McCann says he's the candidate with experience. But this is a race that has a lot of interest because a lot of things are happening in Chula Vista. You've got the $1.2 billion Bayfront project that's moving forward, and it took 20 years to get it off the ground. A new convention center is coming to Chula Vista. You've got issues like homelessness, crime that have to be addressed. Meanwhile, that 80th district seat that you guys mentioned certainly brought some surprises. While David Alvarez appears to be headed to Sacramento to finish out the remainder of the term left free by Lorena Gonzalez. What is a little unusual is it's possible he may only hold that seat for a matter of months because he still faces a runoff election with Georgette Gomez for the full term. And in that contest, she is in first place so far. As one of the political analysts talked about this morning, Alvarez may have a slight edge coming into November because he's able to put that assembly member title next to his name. So it'll be interesting. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming months.